Hey, Michigan Maniacs. This is the Michigan Maniac podcast, and I am your host, Adam Brewer. This is the recruiting and rumor mill episode of this podcast. So, before we get into it, let's go ahead and go over the housekeeping, of course. Guys, I'm on all social media. There we go. Get the words out. Uh, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, fan page, YouTube, what you're watching. Uh, yeah, under Michigan Maniac fan page, guys, go there, like it, get involved, smash the like button, follow, do all the things that social media needs you to do, so we get seen, right? And if you guys go to the Apple Podcast or the Michigan Maniac fan page and leave a review, or Apple Podcast, just rate and review, or just rate whatever. Uh, Hit me up on the DM. I will send you a couple stickers. All right, new stickers, new promotion. You guys have seen them. They're awesome. They're pretty sweet. Get them while they last. I've actually been sending out a lot. So, guys, recently, whoever I just sent out these stickers to, they just were put in the mail. So hopefully, I don't know, they'll get to you after Christmas sometime. So let's get into this recruiting class. Yeah, I was actually shocked. And listen, I'm not going to bring anything new to you guys that you haven't already heard probably a million times. So we won't really go in depth because we already know it was heavy on offense, which is great. It might have been one of the best recruiting classes we've had offensively in maybe forever, it seems like. Defensively, shallow, and I know why. Well, we all know why, right? Don Brown, up until just a little bit ago, I think Bruce Feldman is reporting. Don Brown has been dismissed at Michigan. So, breaking news. About time, right? I mean, I saw in one of the tweets, this guy wrote, "He's not the problem." What? Yeah, we have many problems at Michigan football. I get it. So yeah, he's not the problem offensively, but defensively, he's the problem. Like, yeah, we've talked numerous times, probably back-to-back episodes, it seems like, on Jim Harbaugh's culture. So we know that culture's fucked. But they didn't even play hard on defense. And if you have that kind of defense that it seems to be super technical and hard to understand, antiquated, old, and everybody other than your players have already figured it out, which I don't know how it can be that hard for the players to figure out, but all these other teams have figured you out. You gotta go. It was semi-defensible when you were only losing to Ohio State by big digits. Now you're losing to everybody by big digits. And everyone on your team doesn't even know if they know their positions. So Don Brown hired or okayed subpar coordinators. Linebacker, safety. They didn't even have a safeties coach. So now whoever the defensive guy is that they're going to hire, which is more than likely Derek Mason, right? That's what everybody's been hearing. I don't know. I haven't seen anything that, maybe I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, please, guys, send me some information telling me, showing me, giving me your opinion on why Derek Mason is good for us. I haven't seen anything that would suggest that he is. I mean, we need somebody who can develop players. I don't know if he does that. I haven't seen much to that. So I don't know. I'm worried if they get Derek Mason. I don't know. Maybe he's better as a defensive coordinator than as a head coach, because as we're starting to see, a lot of these head coaches should only stick to being coordinators because they can't handle the CEO portion of being a head coach, right? So maybe I'm wrong. I'm not excited about this hire one bit. If that there's nothing saying that we're going to do that. If they get Derek Mason, I don't know if I'm super stoked about it. I don't even know, to be quite honest. I don't even know who's out there. To be just as an apology, this is coming out way late because my son's home from leave, and I've just been spending time with him, and I haven't really been doing anything football, basketball, anything related to Michigan or any of that, because I have not seen my son in a year. and I just want to spend that quality time with him. So I'm sure y'all understand. Um, so yeah, I haven't even looked. So that's one of the main reasons why I feel kind of underprepared on this to even give an idea. I mean, I guess if anything, if you just want to do the ballsy thing and just go back to Brady Hoke, I mean, he seems to have pretty good defenses. He stunk as a head coach, as we knew that, but he was a great players coach. He recruited like a mother effer, and that's kind of what we need right now, right? I don't know. That's a ballsy. That is a ballsy move for Michigan if they go after Brady Hoke. And then does Brady Hoke even accept? I mean, you basically got ruined by Michigan, and then you're going to come back? Maybe. I don't know if the money's right. A big time school, who knows? Maybe he felt like he left on bad terms, and maybe you get two coaches, old, both, previous and new Michigan coaches, Harbaugh and Hoke. Maybe that was the missing ingredient. I don't know. I'm kind of lost on this defensive hire, but I hate to see Don Brown leave because I think he was a nice guy, and I loved his fire and I loved all that stuff about him. But let's face it, the game has passed him by. It's passed him by, and let's say for one second that Don Brown isn't the problem. Well, I guess we're going to find out. We're going to find out if Jim Harbaugh is to blame on all of it. But he looked like he saved his. I think he saved his ass on this one with that recruiting class. I mean, kids, should we all just send a big thank you to JJ McCarthy? I mean, I've never seen a kid so put together and so focused and mature, elite. I mean, he's a leader from the get. Like every essence of what a leader is, this kid is. It's impressive to see. I mean, didn't waver, didn't get scared, came out and actually soothed the fan base with tweets about "Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere." Uh, you get Donovan Edwards to commit. I mean, I'm sure there are other reasons, but you have to assume JJ McCarthy coming and staying and saying we're going to build something that is just right up what Edwards wants to do as well. Xavier Worthy not flipping and staying with us. Now, since no one really listens to, no one from the program really listens to this podcast, I can say I've heard some things where we can really thank Josh Gaddis for Worthy staying, because I think the mom is a personal fan of Josh Gaddis's. I know Josh Gaddis is going through a divorce, and it's awful. I've gone through one, and it's awful. But if he somehow got Xavier Worthy to stay because he's going through the moms, in whatever way you want to take it, God bless you, Josh Gaddis. God bless you. So with that, with Gaddis's route, nailing down a recruit, and JJ McCarthy talking Edwards in, I think that we have a shot. I mean, to really be explosive. I'm still predicting 2022 is when we win the national title. I'm still saying it. I'm still sticking with it. I've said this for a long time, even though I am not a Harbaugh fan right now, and there's a lot of stuff he's got to do to prove. Well, who wants to prove it to me? But for me to buy back in, he's got. I think the hill is too insurmountable. But with this talent, and if the other rumor is true, right? We all know about Derek Mason. They talked about that. And then now the other rumor that not a lot of people are believing or whatever because if he followed people on Instagram and blah, blah, Moorhead. Boy, if we get Moorhead, holy moly, that will push me in the right direction to respecting Harbaugh a little bit now. If that is true, if we get that guy, because his offenses were great even at Mississippi State. He didn't have much to work with there, but his offenses they looked good. They were solid. He's a great play caller. I mean, he can evaluate talent well. He can cultivate talent. Look at Saquon Barkley, Trace McSorley, Gesicki. I mean, who are the wide receivers? Godwin. I mean, talent. the guy knows how to utilize his talent. And then you throw him in there with Gaddis and they can work together because you've got to keep Gaddis or we're going to lose some kids. I have a feeling. Yeah, I think so. But anyways, somebody just needs to show Gaddis, who's a great play caller, how to be a great play caller, how to get into the rhythms of the game, how to see some things, how to break down what maybe a defense is doing, and how to play call around that. If something's not working, don't keep doing it. Don't use the wildcat because the wildcat should have never been created to begin with. That's like leather helmet bullshit. That should have gone the way of the flying V baloney. Flying V, one of my Mighty Ducks. I mean, that I think Gaddis is young and talented. I like some of the stuff he did when he has a quarterback that isn't hurt. So I'd like to see him with a proven play caller. So I think Moorhead, that'd be a big step for me to really starting to like Harbaugh again. And I don't know. Like I said, I think if you haven't created a culture in 3 years, you're pretty much done. But the thing, it's rotted and it's not going to work. But I think there's one way. There's a real outside chance that Harbaugh can really save this, right? And this is what he's got to do. Harbaugh, literally. Now, I'm only going to go off of what rumors I've heard. Okay, so I don't know if any of this is really real. But Harbaugh has to go in front of the whole team. Every one of them. Sit them all down. And he needs to apologize for what he's done wrong. Not as in what he's done in hurting the team, as in playing favoritism. I would ask the team and be like, how do you guys feel about this? Be honest. What are your feelings towards me? And then say, listen, yeah, I fucked things up. I've screwed things up. I showed favoritism to Shea Patterson. I don't like it when kids don't play the bowl game, so I got petty and I took Devin Bush off as cap or MVP and made Chase Winovich MVP. I do things, yeah, I'm a weirdo. I'm sorry that's the way it is, but I'm rededicating myself. After 2016, I've had some problems, whatever, blah. And just get it out there and say, I have failed in these areas to you. I am a big enough man to say I screwed up. If you guys are willing to stay, you can use that line, and some people think it's tired, but those who stay will be champions. And if you're not 100% all Michigan and the health and success of Michigan, then I will grant any transfer that you guys want to go. I won't get in the way. I won't do anything. You're out and go. Transfer portal awaits. And that's what I'd do if I was Harbaugh. I first own up to everything that I did wrong. I would then ask that they would forgive and allow him to win them over again. Allow him to lead, and then if they could buy in. And if they don't buy in, then hey, no hard feelings. I get it. I understand. Good luck. Good luck wherever you can get in. Fit in where you can get in, baby. And then just go from there. And hope that the team and the players that stay believe you. And then, first of all, you have to do it. Harbaugh has to come back to being aggressive, weirdo Harbaugh. He just can't be this like, I don't know what's going on. I'm tired of boner mask Harbaugh. I want petty Harbaugh. Boner mask can go the way of 2020 and the dinosaurs. I totally want Petty Jim. I've had enough of Boner Mask. He's the worst. So that's what he needs to do. And hopefully the team buys in. Hopefully the team's like, yeah, okay, we're all men here. Let's stay and do this. And whoever they get as defensive coordinator, better recruit, or I guess it would just be recruit, not re-recruit, but just sit down with Daxon Hill and just be like, listen, promise him that you're going to get him whatever coach. Actually, get him a coach. Maybe that's just a positive. Get the boy a coach. So he feels like people care about him. Because why wouldn't he go to somewhere else? He's not going to go to Alabama because that Justice kid is there. That was one of the main reasons why he didn't want to, I would say he didn't stay at Alabama. Because Justice is there and he's as good, ranked as high, right? but he'll go somewhere. I mean, teams are going to fall over themselves to get him. I mean, he's that talented. So, yeah, we need to recruit Daxton Hill again. Make him feel good about this program. Make these kids who feel disillusioned with Michigan football, make them love the school again. Make them love the game again. Make them love the team again. And that's all on Harbaugh. And I don't know. I don't know if Harbaugh can do it. I just don't. He needs to be more Matt Campbell, and he's not. He's not. I don't know what he is, but so I'm not a big Harbaugh fan, and I don't know if I will. But some of these things, like I said, you get a killer defensive coordinator. I mean, one that is. I mean, you're just like, God dang, that's a steal. Holy crap! How did we get in her name? And like, just get to Dax Hill, make him feel good again, and and get Moorhead. Get somebody, or even Judd Fish. I mean, I am fine. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with those things. But it'll help me try and believe in Harbaugh again. I don't know if I can. So let's see what else we have. I don't know how long this is going to be, to be quite honest with you. There's not really a whole lot going on right now. It's the dead period, basically. I do love the recruiting class. The defensive players, McBurrows, and Hood. I thank God. Thank you, all you defensive guys that committed to Michigan. Thank you. Thank you for committing. Thank you for believing in us, even when we don't have our defensive coordinator or anything. And to the others that decommitted, I would imagine Michigan's coming hard after you once we get a great defensive coordinator. And I wouldn't be shocked if you guys see Somerville flip from UCLA, decommit, and then go to Michigan. I also think Rayshawn Benny, I think he, with how great our player recruiters are, and McCarthy and Donovan Edwards and Xavier Worthy, I think you nail it on a great defensive hire who has a great defensive line coach. I think it's going to be impressive. I really do. I think it's going to be impressive. I think you can get these defensive kids that flipped to flip again, because nothing's over till it's over, right? So I really do believe that's what we're going to see there. Before I get out of here, can somebody just tell Josh Gaddis that we don't like Ohio State? I get it's for the money. I know the big one. When you get a Big Ten team into a playoff, it helps overall. So 2020, maybe we give him a pass for such a ridiculous tweet. But I'll tell you something. Ohio State would never do anything. This is beating a dead horse, but they would never do anything like that. No coaches, no players, nothing. So until we get on the same level of hate as they have for us, we're never going to win this. We're never going to. Ward Manuel, stop saying that they're a great organization. Who gives a shit? They're Ohio effing State. Who cares? Why? Just secretly take the money and be happy for it. We don't have to thank them. Oh, God bless you, Ohio State. Oh, thank you for being so good. Oh, they're such a great program. I just sometimes don't understand. I mean, do we hate this team, or are we just being cuckolded by this team? Like they're screwing the Big Ten, and they're we're the Big Ten's husband, and we're just watching it go down. Be like, oh, bravo. Oh yeah, legs up in the air like that. Never would have known that one. Oh, God, so great. I bet she's really loving this. Way to go, Buckeyes. Oh, get in there. Oh yeah, Buck nuts her. Oh yeah, buddy. I mean, what are we doing? It's embarrassing. I'm glad Gabe Newberg kind of blasted him for that. But getting into what I'm going to close on. So like I said, I will never answer somebody on YouTube if I think it's just a shitty, stupid comment. Because why do I want to get into a public shitting war with someone? But I will go on here, however. And I'm sure they'll watch it, and they may write something down again, and I'll continue to ignore it. And then I'll just come back on here, and I'll make fun of it. And you can keep saying everything you want to, but it's never going to bother me because I'm going to do it on here, and it's going to be better than anything you can do. So, you want a perfect embodiment. First of all, this is one thing I don't understand. I maybe understand it in this one this one respect is I don't get when people like, say, us, Michigan fans, will watch things about Ohio State, like actively follow a podcast, or watch anything about Michigan State. Why the F would I want to do that? Now, I have some really cool Ohio State fans. I know that's weird to say, but them as people, they hate my choice in team, and I hate their choice in team. But overall, they're pretty nice people. I mean, I really have to say they're pretty nice people. But then again, I don't get paid by Michigan. So if I get paid by Michigan, I'll start hating Ohio State. But anyways, this is not. But I can understand why Ohio State may follow us, only because they have the upper hand. So if they want to make fun of us or troll us or do whatever, they can do that because they've been dominating us forever, right? But if you are a lesser team, right, and I don't care if you're 3 wins less in the total aspect of stuff, you shouldn't be. What are you doing watching? You're only going to watch this season. My Michigan State fans are now watching these videos and stating things or saying things to me. And it's like, why? Because you won this year? Because I don't remember hearing a peep out of you last season or the season before that. I don't remember hearing shit. And then this is a perfect example. One just watched my reaction episode, Little Brother. And this guy is so Michigan State, even down to what his username is just so pathetically Michigan State. So, Larry Fine. Now, I'll explain if you don't know who Larry Fine is. I'll explain that in a minute because it's classic. But here's the what he leaves me. Larry Fine. 17-14 versus Little Bro since 1990. You are not, capital letters, not who you, capital letters, think you are. Now, we're 17-14 against Little Brother. That still means we have 3 more wins. And over the overall landscape of college football, no one gives a shit about you, Michigan State. No one gives a shit about you. They care only about us. People hate watch us. We're your best looking sibling, and you're the short, fat, stupid one. All right? And the reason why I say that is that this person embodies that by picking Larry Fine. And if no one really knows who Larry Fine is, he is Curly. Curly from, no, he's not Curly. I mean, he's Larry from, I even fucked that up. He's Larry. Larry Fine is Larry from the Three Stooges. You know, the bald one with the stupid hair. The one that no one likes. Everybody loves Curly. Everybody likes Mo. No one likes Larry Fine. No one likes Larry. No one, I mean, Shimp. I know people who like Shimp. You pick the perfect loser to be a Michigan State fan. You pick the perfect profile name and profile picture. Larry Fine is the biggest non-important person in the Three Stooges. He gets second billing. He should get 5th billing. Anyone, the stagehand was probably funnier and more liked than Larry Fine. Never the funniest stooge. Never anything. He always got beat up on. He always got picked on. Larry Fine is a joke, just like Michigan State's a joke. This guy embodies everything. Think about this. This guy actually took time out of his day to look up games and count them from 1990. He counted every single Michigan win, just so he can tell me we have more wins than they do. If that's not Michigan State for you, I don't know what is. Who wastes their time? I didn't even know, because I don't care. I do not care. Everything you had an 8-year window, where you were dominant over us because we had Rich Rod and Fred Flintstone as our head coaches. And even Harbaugh is dicked around. And I mean, okay, we got Oakhorned one game, and then we blew a punt. So basically, the only time you guys ever have a chance to beat us is when we beat ourselves. We do the Wildcat. If we would have just run a play, we would have scored, which would have won the game this year, which is unforgivable. Then we do John O'Corn throwing or turning the ball over 5 times in a game. And then we do the stupid punt. So yeah, if you want to take credit and say we're only 17-14 against you guys since 1990, and if that makes you feel better at night and that's how you sleep, then God bless you. Your life is really shitty. I mean bad. Where you have to take time out of your day just to tell me we're better than you. Even if it's by 3 games. I already knew that, pal. Why don't you tell me the sun comes up every morning? That's about the same. Why don't you go to some type of astrology or some type of, I don't know, space exploration site or anything and figure out that the sun and how the earth rotates around the sun and all that kind of stuff. Figure that out and then hit me up too with an answer of why the sun rises every morning. It's, who cares? We are better than you. I've always known we're better than you. You took time out of your day to listen. First of all, listen to my podcast. Thank you, by the way. And then leave the dumbest message possible. That would be me typing up some Ohio State after watching a miserable Ohio State podcast and being like, oh, hey, by the way, did you know you're blah, blah, blah in this and on 34 first downs? Brian, we only had this. Oh, you're blah, blah, blah. Stop it. Stop wasting your time here. All Michigan State fans, if you stop watching this, please, just stop. You're a bigger garbage fan base. I respect Ohio State fans way more than I respect any Michigan State fan. Well, I got 1 or 2 Michigan State fans I actually like. I grew up with them, so I like them. But overall, you're a garbage fan base. The worst. Thank you for telling me, sir. Larry Fine, the least funny, the least liked. Larry Fine is Michigan State. Michigan State is Larry Fine. Einhorn is Fickle. Fickle is Einhorn. Same thing. You're both losers. Losers. Thank you for telling me that our team, my team, is 17-14 over the last 20, 30 years against you guys. Ooh, oh, you changed my mind. Oh, we're only 17-14. Oh, is there room to jump on the fan bandwagon of Michigan State? Is there room, fella? Please, I'm offering a hand. Is there room? I can't wait to get on the bandwagon. Oh, and be a Sparty for life. And just then I can really zing the new guy of Michigan Maniac fan page or Maniac podcast and tell him that, yes, you're only 3 games better than us. Ha, ha, ha. What a stupid waste of your time. What a stupid waste of your time, Larry Fine. You are Fickle as Einhorn, Fine as Michigan State. Larry Fine and Michigan State, one and the same. Fickle as Einhorn, Einhorn is Fickle. And if you don't know that, go look it up, you moron. While you're looking up more Michigan State worthless trivia or numbers or whatever you're going to send me next. Fickle is Einhorn. Einhorn is Fickle. Larry Fine is Michigan State. Michigan State is... Oh, which one's which? I was wondering, which one has the bigger you-know-what? I would say it's probably Larry Fine, because you, sir, are a joke. So, guys, I want to get out of here on that. I hope you enjoyed it. This has been one hell of a show. Now, if anything crazy happens with Michigan football, I'll get back on here and do a podcast. But from here on out, there's going to be Just Ask Me Anythings and the Michigan or the Maniac basketball update. You guys seem to be liking that. Guys, be pushing the YouTube stuff. That would be great, guys, if you could do that. Help me out. If you know anybody who just likes a fun podcast, right? I have people on here one's like a South Carolina fan. I've got like a bunch of ASU Sun Devil fans. I've got a bunch of them, and they just like because it's funny. So if you just think this podcast is funny and you think somebody else might like it, then hey, let them know. Once again, guys, rate and review on Apple Podcast and the Michigan Maniac fan page on Facebook. I will send out stickers to you. Guys, thank you so much again for everything. So this week is Christmas week. My son's in town from the Navy, so I won't be doing anything. I know Michigan plays on the 25th. But after that, starting the new year, I'll be doing more stuff because my son will be here till January 2nd. So until then, I haven't seen him for a long time, and how unstable this world is right now. And he is in the military, and whatever your views are on the military, keep them to yourself because my son is important, and what I think he's doing is important. Um, I want to spend as much time with him as possible. So, yes, I am picking my son, and I will, always will, over the podcast. But say la vie, say whatever, blah, blah, whatever. But I do love you guys. Thank you so much for being with me this year. I think that this podcast is up 37% from what Spotify told me. That's only because of you and your efforts, and I appreciate that. And I really think that we are one good season away from us really dominating the Michigan podcast fandom. I really do. I think we have a great fan base. I'm trying to be as funny as possible, come up with some good stuff. So guys, thank you so much. Oh, also meet a Maniac too. I want to be doing those meet a Maniac ones as well. So you'll still get about 3 episodes a week, hopefully. Well, actually 2, and then I'll mix in the meet a Maniac. Well, let's not go crazy, you know. So guys, thank you so much, and just always remember, it is great. It will be great to be a Michigan Wolverine. You know what? It's not great to be a Michigan State fan, a Larry Fine fan. Fickle is Einhorn. Einhorn is Larry Fine. Einhorn and Fickle. Fickle is Michigan State. You're all everything. You're the worst. So that's who it's not good to be. It's awful to be a Michigan State fan. But it is great to be us. Because we're apparently 3 games better than those idiots. And always and forever, guys, go blue.